Ya lo tengo.
Does everybody have a device?
Que te cuente.
Like a phone?
Andrea.
You guys come for the presentation.
Y la niña. ¿Es verdad?
So we are the plastic elimination group. I'm Elias Nimir.
I'm Emilio Patiño.
I'm Alejandro.
And we're missing one member, Ana Maria. She couldn't make it. So this is our team basically, and yeah, we're just saying that we're all 7th graders, but Ana couldn't come.
Because she's a 6th grader.
Question: how does taking plastic away from school help the community and the environment? So in our school, there's a problem where people use waste. Like each lunch or break, people buy like 2 plastic bottles, like at least.
So our main goal is climate action and how to eliminate plastic from campus.
Okay, so our purpose. So, plastic is very bad for the environment, but also it doesn't really look good when it's all over the floor, dirty. Having plastic in mind, it's just very bad for the environment. And there's a fun fact that plastic takes 1,000 years to decompose.
It's not that fun, but it's like a fact. So what we tried. So last, so the last Jane conference we hosted it was in Ecuador, and so we got the idea that like if we start taking away plastic, maybe we can start a little change. It's not going to be a big one because we're just 5 members, but at least we got this idea and we introduced people, and so our principal decided to start helping us. So we're starting to raise money to try to eliminate all plastic, and working.
Why are we doing this? The creation of plastic takes up a lot of petroleum and deforestation and loss of water consumption, which harms the world and real grass.
So plastic bottle materials. Plastic is products such as those in coal, natural gas, salt, and of course, there's a video about plastic bottles.
And it's gonna help you understand.
Plastic is one of the greatest inventions that has ever been made. Everyone uses it, and everyone. But for every innovation, there are always consequences. Since the 1800s, we've been using plastic products in daily life, from clothes to cookware to bottles. We wake up in the morning and brush our teeth with plastic toothbrushes. We drink from plastic water bottles and shop with plastic bags. Plastic is everywhere. But have you ever questioned its safety? As we all know, plastic causes various environmental problems. The solution brought up was to recycle. Recycling saves the world, is what we all believe in. In reality, though, that may not be so true. Plastics can harm the environment. And according to recent studies, it can be damaging to our health, too. Considering the environment and health for our usage of plastics. First of all, how does recycling work? Plastic 1 is PET, used in making plastic bottles, and DPE, used in jugs for thick containers. And so on, there are plastics 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Take water bottles, for example. First they're collected, and after crushing them, they're shredded or melt. To efficiently recycle plastic bottles, nothing other than plastic bottles are allowed in the formula. Just a few PVC bottles mixed in a bale of PET can result in the whole bottle being just a heap of trash, or even worse, impurities and toxins can sneak in. Plastic bottles are mainly downcycled. They're made into fiber fillings for coats, or mixed with wood particles for boards, ending up with a non-recyclable mix of plastics, called hybrid monsters. Even upcycling plastics are bad for A machine was invented that turns plastic into oils, such as diesel and gasoline. But diesel and gasoline are also a threat to the environment. So one way or another, plastic ends up harming the environment. Recycling can be bad, but simply throwing it away is also harmful. Plastics that aren't recycled are all dumped into landfills. There are hundreds of landfills containing thousands of plastics all over the world. Will they ever disappear? The truth is, no. If you drop a piece of bread onto dirt in your backyard, it's going to be gone in a matter of days. But if you drop a piece of plastic, it can years. That's because plastics don't biodegrade. Small bacteria feed on naturally made products happily, but they never put plastic on their dinner plates. The only thing that can break down plastic is sunlight. Plastics buried deep inside landfills never get to bathe in enough sunlight, while ones in the ocean can. Plastic containers, bottles, and bags end up in the ocean with litter. The plastics in the ocean get soaked in as much sunlight as water every day. Big pieces of plastic can break down into little bits in just a couple of years. Those little pieces make their way into all sorts of animal stomachs. Fish can swallow chemicals, and by the end of the day, be eating those fish as dinner. In other words, what goes around comes around. Not only is plastic not eco-friendly, it's not human-friendly. Plastics contain chemicals called phthalates. These can be very harmful to human health. One of the deadly chemicals, phthalates, are used in cosmetics, deodorants, and medical devices. It has adverse effects on liver, kidneys, and male and female reproductive systems. Birth defects are more likely in mothers exposed to high levels. Bisphenol A, or BPA, water bottles, baby bottles, food cans, and medical devices. To your food and drink through old or heated plastics. It causes miscarriages, heart diseases, diabetes, and possibly even cancer and infertility. It increases the amount of fat cells in your body too, so plastics can indirectly make you fat. We can't say, okay, let's stop the production of phthalates and bisphenol A, widely spread and mass-produced already. If we do stop using it, the economy will definitely suffer. Plastic is convenient and profitable, but do those benefit environment safety and your health? Now, here's a solution. Just don't use plastic. Now, it may not be as easy, but changing your plastic cup into glass, getting reusable water bottles instead of throwing it away each time, and shopping with cloth eco bags are things we can start today. These small changes that should be made in life is easier said than done. But we need to be quick, know the right facts, and do the right things. Act now and save the world from being damaged by plastics.
So, you guys know that to make plastic, it's not just like you just get it and just like form it together with your own hands. It takes a lot of factories, and you have to put it together. It's an easy process, but it's also not an easy process. So this can also harm the environment very greatly because it's causing a lot of pollution. And have you guys heard of climate change? It's when like the weather starts changing and it gets harmed. And,
Okay, so making plastic usually contains a lot of crude oil and water, and you know that 1% of the water is only drinkable. Using that, so it's like you're running out of water, and also crude oil usually they get transported, and there's like it could be spilled in the oceans, and it could be like like affecting all the environment. And like oil, we don't like, and we also don't have much oil left, so it's better to save up.
For our fundraisers, we did bake sales. First bake sale, we raised $80, and for the second one, we $dollars, and we did a no uniform day. Like the students didn't like the idea, so we just got $10.
Okay, so you guys may be wondering why are we raising money? It's because we're getting these plastic bottles. As we can see,
It's right
what
there.
was it gonna- okay. So we got right here. So in our school, you have 4 different houses, and they have 4 different colors. So depending on the house you're in, you get a color, and then you get to keep one of these. And there's like a lot of water dispensers all around school, so you can fill up. And we got juice dispensers also in the cafeteria, so you can just fill up. And that would be like what would fix the problem of plastic in the school.
So our goal is to like eliminate all plastic from school and gives the student a reusable bottle. And the way it is, like we're trying to get money. So right now we still need a little bit more money, but like those are the bottles that we're planning to give out. They come in 4 colors: green, red, blue, and yellow.
So about the bottles are very big and long lasting. They maintain stuff cold. The plastic bottles is made from recycled plastic. They don't leak even if they are upside down. So they are very useful and simple at the same time. And I just want to say, like in the video, it said that like sun can help like decompose plastic, right? So have you heard that if you leave a plastic bottle in the sun, you get cancer? So that is what it means, since it decomposes. The water and that water that you drink is what causes you to be sick.
Okay, so it didn't work. So there's always like problems with the project, and what didn't work was there wasn't enough time because we weren't able to use our time correctly.
So what worked well, we successfully enough money to buy the plastic bottles. We bought them and gave them out to the students with the colors according to their houses.
So what we will do the next time is we will manage our time better. We will like try to eliminate all plastic from our snack bar. That's how it's called. Because like we went through already the water, but right now we're going for the juices. So that way, because like the cafeteria is going to provide us with juices and eliminate the plastic from campus. And we're going to try to find more sustainable fundraisers. Because like if we every day we try to do a bake sale, my mom's going to kill me. So I can't do that. So that's what we're trying to do. So those are our situations. So can you guys please open Kahoot.it so we actually
So we're gonna play Kahoot, and the winner of the Kahoot is gonna get this keyboard.
I actually
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have internet.
I don't have Wi-Fi.
No, no le bajes, no le bajes.
Sí, oye.
Súbele, súbele. Oye, te envío llama en la clase.
En serio.
100%.
En serio. Todo baila.
Andrea, ¿sabes cómo me voy a poner? La portera.
¿Cómo se llama?
Óyeme, a María salir conmigo, ¿eh? Con pesicola.
Lo iba a poner, lo voy a poner porque 100%. O sea, ni cuando te cargas.
¿Ya sabes cuál es? Con la canción, ¿ya sabes cuál es? Oh.
I don't have Wi-Fi. Are these questions on the presentation or just in general?
So now we'll see if you were paying attention.
Yes, we were.
That's the media.
Es que no se carga.
¿Tiene Wi-Fi?
No.
I know.
Yeah, it works for a phone, but the Wi-Fi is horrible.
Okay, you do it. Wait.
Oh, you can take up the board if you want.
30 minutes. But let's
En esto cuando lo ponen en mi clase te lo juro que me hace el día.
No, fuck.
Cuando ponen Kahoot,
And more at school?
cuando lo ponían en Go,
Primero, por favor.
hay extra credit.
So
Y todo el mundo se copia, todo el mundo
Hola.
pesicola.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Como hubiera puesto ketchup.
Good.
Okay, you're all ready?
Yes. None of you guys are gonna beat us. The same.
So we're
Okay,
gonna
so
start it.
we
Is
are-
everybody okay with this?
You're in first place.
Serio.
Oye, mira quién está de primero, baby.
Que esto borba, oye, que.
Yo te la doy si me la gano.
Dale.
You're in fifth place. ¿Qué está pasando?
Me fui a. Sí.
¿Era el primero?
No.
Who is Sara HD?
Ya terminamos.
No.
You're in fourth place behind
Déjame
Matt.
subir.
Oye, yo estoy prendida para esto. What is your goal? You're in third place. En segundo.
Sí.
Ya, Sara.
Ay. Estoy casi. No sé.
Yo tampoco sé.
No sé. No.
¿Cuál pusiste?
Lo puse correcto.
Estás de primera. Estás de primera.
Sí.
Estoy de segunda.
Matthew.
Chábelo.
No sé.
André, no,
Aprendí que no era.
Es que no sé si.
¿Qué
¿A qué lo
Es que dijeron que ese no era.
No sé qué pasa. Ya sabes.
¿Cuál es el second?
Sabía.
No. Esa dijeron que no le iban a poner
Fueron todas las que no aprendí.
Okay, so guys, can I have your attention? We forgot to mention, but also there was a paper recycling, and we could sell like for a certain weight, we could sell the paper, and we actually stopped that project because it was taking too long and like we needed more people.
Muchas más.
Hoy es tercera, estoy.
7 de 10. No, voy a perder ya.
Oye, les global warming también es.
No.
Sí. ¿Y por qué lo pusieron mal?
Eso no tiene con climate.
Sí.
No.
What was our driving question?
¿Qué es eso? Hey, fourth place,
Casi
man.
pierdo
Behind
esa.
bees.
Yes.
Purpose. Más de
El tiempo, es que tienes que hacerlo súper rápido.
¿Quién puso petroleum?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Matthew,
so
congratulations.
Thank you.
Here is your prize.
Thank you.
El mamá estaba por el coro.
Fresh, hello. Thank you. I'm gonna keep this forever. Can you guys sign it? Actually, sign it.
Ay, mi curi.
So before we go, I just want to explain something. Like some people ask
Así que te
us,
rías.
how are we eliminating plastic from giving away plastic bottles? So like this is not like the plastic like that. This is how you guys know when you're a baby, like your mom gives you like
¿Puedo firmar yo también?
like it's baby bottle, something like that. So like it's not effective as much and like it lasts for a long time and like the sun doesn't affect
And
it.
it doesn't release chemicals on the water inside it.
And for example, if you want coffee, it stays hot.
¿En verdad? Es mía ahora. Irene. Le dice mi nombre.
Come here. Sign it.
Esta cosa, en verdad se queda caliente. No se derrita el plástico.
And sign for your fifth group member too.
I have a question. So if you put that like without the
Chicos, discussion.
if you put it in the microwave, what would it happen?
Estrella.
Sí, espérate.
Like, no, it's plastic. I mean, it's kind of
Por
obvious.
eso.
Así invito, ¿verdad?
Like if it's like hot inside, like the sun, it's not like it's okay. But like if you put it in a microwave,
Like, I suppose, but why you made that question, I think you've done it before. And I think you know what's the outcome.
I want to do it.
Maño un día hice eso y le puse
I guess
chocolate entre las y se fue a burbujear y se puso dije duro, se pegó a la botella, me quedó como una botella de chocolate.